Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. Please subscribe and keep watching more details. The Curse of Oak Island preview. The team reaches target depth in the garden shaft, but hits a flood tunnel. The Curse of Oak Island guys have finally reached their target depth in the garden shaft, but there's a major snag as they hit a potential flood tunnel. This week's episode of Oak Island is Season 11, Episode 20, and the show is called Wet and Wild, as the producers drop more hints about the problems at the bottom of the garden shaft. The Dumas mining crew have been gunning for a depth of 106 feet, and they will hit that target on tonight's episode. The plan was to then begin horizontal drilling toward the baby blob in the hope of finding the treasure. However, a preview showed the miners scrambling for safety as they struggled to get out of the deep shaft as water came flooding in. It looked like a torrent. Unfortunately, this could be one of the infamous and mysterious flood tunnels installed by the original depositors. These tunnels are rumored to be a security device that floods an area with seawater whenever treasure hunters get close to a hoard of loot. A flood tunnel in the garden shaft could equal bad or good news. This will be a massive headache for the guys and may set the project back for weeks or longer. However, if anyone can fix it, the experienced Dumas miners can. And if it is a flood tunnel, then that proves the guys are getting close. The History Channel episode synopsis reads, "The team has finally reached their target depth in the garden shaft, but their drilling efforts may be thwarted by a legendary flood tunnel." Also, on tonight's show, researcher John Edwards will be examining the area around Nolan's Cross in the hope of finding the remnants of a larger structure that he believes will point to the burial site of the Ark of the Covenant. On a preview, the guys found a boulder, which could be exactly the marker John was looking for. Billy Gerhardt is standing by with his digger to check it out with the help of Jack Begley. Oak Island team will examine an ancient Viking artifact. Meanwhile, Rick Lagina and historian Doug Crowell will be examining an intriguing copper artifact, which Doug thinks may be of Viking origin. The guys have spent recent weeks working on a theory that the Templar Knights and the Vikings collaborated to hide a significant treasure on the island in the 13th century. Hopefully the guys will be fleshing out this theory a bit more. The Curse of Oak Island, Garden Shaft Flood Tunnel Preview The air was thick with anticipation as the Oak Island team gathered around the garden shaft, their latest focal point in the quest for the island's fabled treasures. Each member of the team wore expressions of steely determination, their faces etched with the wariness of countless failed attempts, but also with the unyielding hope that this time they might finally be on the verge of something monumental. For weeks the team had been working tirelessly, their eyes fixed on the ever-deepening shaft that promised to unveil secrets long buried beneath layers of rock and mud. The garden shaft, an enigmatic structure whose origins were as mysterious as the island itself, had long been a source of speculation. Was it merely an old mining shaft, or did it play a role in the intricate network of tunnels that supposedly led to the island's legendary riches? As they drilled deeper, the evidence seemed to suggest the latter. The drills hummed and vibrated through the earth, each inch closer to their target depth, sending a ripple of excitement through the team. They had consulted every piece of research, every scrap of historical record, and each hint of folklore that could guide them to the treasure. Every map, every clue, and every theory pointed to this shaft as the key to unlocking one of the island's many secrets. But Oak Island is a place that has always resisted easy answers. It is a land of puzzles within puzzles, where every revelation seems to lead to more questions, and as the team reached what they believed to be the target depth, the mood shifted. What had been a chorus of hopeful chatter grew silent as the drill suddenly hit something unexpected, an ancient structure buried deep within the earth. This was no ordinary obstacle. The sound of metal striking wood echoed through the shaft, followed by a deep, resonant thud. The team's excitement was tempered with caution. They knew the legends of Oak Island all too well, how many had come before them only to be thwarted by the island's cunning defenses. They had prepared for many eventualities, but nothing could fully prepare them for what was about to unfold. The vibration of the drill caused the walls of the shaft to tremble, and suddenly, a rush of cold, dark water began to seep into the tunnel. At first, it was just a trickle, but within seconds, it became a steady stream, and then a torrent. Panic rippled through the team as they realized they had encountered one of the island's infamous flood tunnels, a man-made trap designed to keep the treasure hidden from those who sought it. The garden shaft, which had been their beacon of hope, was now rapidly filling with water, threatening to undo all of their hard work. Shouts rang out as the team scrambled to secure their equipment and evacuate the area. This was not just a setback, it was a stark reminder of the island's dangerous legacy. For centuries, Oak Island has guarded its secrets fiercely, using every trick in its arsenal to thwart those who dared to uncover its buried past. As the water levels rose, the team was forced to retreat, their minds racing with a mixture of frustration and awe. The flood tunnel was not just a physical barrier, it was a testament to the lengths to which the island's original engineers had gone to protect whatever was hidden beneath the soil. It was a stark reminder that Oak Island was no ordinary treasure hunt. This was a battle of wits and endurance against a landscape that seemed almost sentient in its ability to thwart intruders. Back at the surface, the team regrouped, their clothes soaked, and their spirits dampened but far from defeated. The flood tunnel had been a devastating blow, but it also confirmed something crucial. They were closer than anyone had ever been. The garden shaft was connected to something much larger, something that had been buried and protected for centuries. The floodwaters continued to rise, but so did the team's determination. They had faced setbacks before, but this was different. This was a sign that they were on the right track. The flood tunnel was not just an obstacle, it was proof that the treasure, or at least something of great significance, lay just beyond their reach. The challenge now was to outthink the island's defenses, to find a way to bypass the flood tunnel and reach the depths that had remained undisturbed for so long. The team began to strategize, poring over maps and plans, trying to decipher the secrets of the island's labyrinthine tunnels. As night fell on Oak Island, the team knew that the coming days would be critical. The garden shaft had opened a new chapter in their quest, one filled with both danger and promise. The flood tunnel was a formidable adversary, but it was also a clue, a sign that they were closer than ever to solving the mystery of Oak Island. The island had thrown down its gauntlet, and now it was up to the team to rise to the challenge. The curse of Oak Island had claimed many victims over the centuries, but this team was different. They were not just treasure hunters, they were explorers, archaeologists, and historians, united by a shared passion for uncovering the truth. The flood tunnel was just another chapter in the island's long and storied history, and they were determined to write the next one. The island's secrets were tantalizingly close, and as the team prepared for the next phase of their journey, they knew that the garden shaft was not just a shaft, it was a doorway, one that they were determined to open. The flood tunnel had slowed them down, but it had also given them a new sense of purpose. The treasure, whatever form it might take, was within their grasp, and they were ready to do whatever it took to claim it. In the darkness of the night, as the waves crashed against the shores of Oak Island, the team made a silent vow they would not be deterred. The flood tunnel was just another challenge, and they were ready to face it head-on. The mystery of Oak Island had endured for centuries, but they were closer than ever to solving it. And as they looked out over the island, they knew that they were not just searching for treasure, they were searching for history, for answers, and for the truth that had eluded so many before them. The garden shaft had taken them to the brink, but they were ready to go further. The curse of Oak Island might be real, but so was their determination. The island had kept its secrets for long enough, and the team was ready to uncover them, no matter what the cost.